everybody. Welcome back to Jeremiah Wonders. Thank you so much for tuning in. Very excited to get to Krystyna Hutchinson here in a little bit. She was a great guest on today's episode. Check out jeremiahwatkins.com for this awesome merch that you see right here before your eyes. Jeremiah Wonders tees, different character tees and all that. And I want to thank the sponsors of this podcast, Better Box Studios. This is where we film all of our content here for this show, and more recently, Kill Tony, and also Speedweed. It's a marijuana delivery service. Get your weed there. Get your production needs over at Better Box in LA. Check them out, guys. And I want to get into a new listener favorite segment right now called Unprotected Sax. All right. A lot of people on Twitter are requesting M83's Midnight City. Let me try to take a crack at it. Ari Shaffir actually challenged me to do Johnny Depp's sax solo in the 21 Jump Street pilot. So let's see if I can crack it. Man, I am excited to have my pal, Krystyna Hutchinson, on Jeremiah Wonders right now. How the heck are you?
I'm so good. I'm good. Really good, actually.
Good. Heck yeah. Braving it out. Thank you. Good night. I'm good. It's just like, oh,
see ya.
See you later. You're in New York right now, correct?
Yes, I am.
Yep. How are things out there?
Well, I live by the hospitals. I live by two major hospitals in Manhattan, and they've been parking the body truck, like the truck with the refrigerator for the bodies, across the street from my apartment. So that's been a bummer. But
so you
I met Madonna over the
pretty
weekend.
Uplifting. Pretty uplifting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been a real bummer. But my friend and I escaped the city for the weekend to go to a friend's social distancing birthday party, and Madonna was there, and that was fun.
Wait,
so
what?
I can't complain. Yeah,
I mean,
my quarantine has been wild.
Yeah, I mean, this quarantine's gone crazy. What is a social distancing birthday party look like? What does that look like? Because I've gone on some social distancing walks with some friends out here in LA where we stay, 6 feet apart and have our masks on. We're like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah. This is great. No, a social distancing birthday party mostly takes place on Zoom, except you're there and Madonna's there.
Wow. That's so interesting. I had to do a virtual wedding toast on Zoom, and it was
that sucks.
It was an ordeal. It was one of those things where they invited. I didn't even know you could invite that many people on one link on Zoom. There was 3 pages of people. Mm-hmm. They were all just listening. They the bride to be muted everybody and just
Bridezilla
made her announcements, and we toasted and then called it a day. So yeah, that was interesting.
Oh man, did they have fun? Did they enjoy it?
They did. Yeah. They had a good time.
I was gonna say, if I was quarantined and had to get married, I would be so sick of my husband that by the time I married him, I'd be like, I would have been locked up with you for 3 months straight. Why?
Yeah, well, they were ramping up for the stress of the wedding, and then you don't get to do the fun thing. That's what's weird about getting ready, because that's the not fun part. The party and seeing everybody. That's the good times. So yeah. All right, so,
I hope your toast went well.
It went so well. I had some bubbly water. It was freaking lit in my place. So I just watched your short film, Dwell, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yay. I'm so glad.
Yeah, it was cool to see. I really like seeing friends do projects that are not just stand-up comedy. You know what I mean? Like it's cool to see, and our mutual stand-up buddies who are in it and acted really well in it too. It was cool to see that different side of them. Like you're, I'm not going to give anything away, but you have a monologue at the very end where I was like, this girl is acting her butt off right now. This is good. This is good stuff.
Thank you. I did get a BFA in acting, and I'm glad that paid off because I made it because I wasn't getting auditions for any movies, and I wanted to be a movie. So I was like, I'm gonna fuck this. I'm gonna make a movie. So
yeah,
I'm glad you watched it. Thank you for
of course. Yeah. How what was the filming process like for that? Because I know like I filmed like a lot of sketches and stuff, and I've made like some independent kind of stuff, and people don't realize how much work goes into it. And you kind of realize that when you look at the credits of your short film. There's a lot of hands involved and a lot of people involved to make that happen. How long was the process on making that?
The pre-production process was long and rigorous, but my director, Allie, basically was the organizer of everything. So she kind of already had an idea of how she wanted everything to go. And then one of my best friends, Daria, who I went to college with, produced it. She organized, she hired the makeup person. She got the lighting guy. And then they just all showed up at my apartment. So we had a crew of about, I would say 15 people in my apartment on set. So behind the camera of all the scenes that you saw. And it took 3 days to film. And we just, we ended up cutting a lot, but it was the most interesting part for me was to see it all come together, especially the post-production process. That's a lot of layers of sound design, of coloring, of adding sound effects, adding graphics. Like it is a long process. I want to make another one, but I couldn't imagine making a feature. That must take, now I get why it takes so long. Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, you don't really realize what kind of work is cut out for you until you're in the midst of it. Then you're like, oh, this is why some movies just disappear and you never hear about them ever again, because it's really hard.
It's really hard. It's very hard.
But yeah, it was cool to see like Wendy and Corinne, like all you girls are like really good in it. Justin too. And then you had our one of my favorite comedians and personalities, Mr. Will Forte. He made an appearance as a voice. Oh, you're just gonna drop that beautiful dog out of nowhere on me?
He was barking.
Oh my goodness!
Jeremiah. Hi, Jeremiah. How are you? Oh, it's good.
Krystyna, I'm not gonna lie.
He's so cute, isn't he?
One of the reasons.
Are you okay?
This is one of the reasons I'm freaking out right now. One of the reasons I'm going to be blunt. One of the reasons I wanted to have you on, Krystyna, was so I could see Kevin.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean,
this is Kevin.
My goodness. Little known fact about me. If you don't know this about me, some of my listeners know.
Dogs? Because that's what that sounds like.
Well, it doesn't help that I kept my mustache for today too. It's just like, oh yeah, put that dog back in the frame.
Give me that puppy.
Oh, well, this is gonna make this part seem even way creepier now since you said that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm so glad this is digital and not in person.
Oh, you like that? Yeah, I've got my own. This is officially top 10 creepiest moments in my podcast. There's been some creepier, but so
I think this is top 10 creepiest moments for me too.
It's good,
in
right?
my life.
You see a virtual plush wiener dog in another frame. How did you spend your day? Well, I podcasted with a serial killer that has stuffed dogs, and we just
he's gonna rape my dog.
He's gonna rape my dog. It's very. I'm gonna do another short film very soon here about him. Weird inspiration that went on there. I've had multiple dachshunds growing up as a kid, and my mom has my wiener dog back home. His name is Footlong, and there he is. That's my Footlong right there. If you can see that right there.
Oh, what a cutie.
He's so freaking cute.
They are really the best dog. I didn't realize you had dachshunds growing up. They're really sweet, docile dog.
Yeah, they're really, really sweet. Yeah, especially when after you've had them for a while, like, I mean, they're very territorial, which it'll be interesting. You'll have to let me know how Kevin grows as he gets a little bit older. Like sometimes they get really territorial. Like if a new person comes over they're like, yeah, over you. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Ooh, it's like I have a boyfriend. That's fun. I've also heard that they revenge shit, which I've experienced once when I went to Trader Joe's and I put Kevin in his crate because he was really tiny. And so I just didn't trust him out on the, even in the bathroom at this point. And when I got back, the shit was on top of the crate, like on the ceiling of the crate. I'm like, how? He can't even reach up there.
Yeah.
Did he aim his asshole at the top crate and just shoot while his mind? I don't know what happened, but I was like, that is quite the revenge shit.
Wow. I've never heard of that. I had one wiener dog named Maple growing up, where if anybody with a high pitched voice, like if you talk like this around here, she'd just pee everywhere. Like so. So my uncle knew that, and he was a dick. Anytime he came over, he goes, "Hi, Maple, how are you doing?" And Maple would just pee all over my floor. My mom would be like, "Ron, you're gonna have to clean this up. I'm tired of you coming over here all the time and doing that voice and making my dog piss on the floor." Oh, good old Kansas memories.
That's such an innocent, sweet way to like get someone, make their dog piss on their floor.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite the power that you have over somebody's pet if you can instantly be like, "Hey, just like pee, like just like a river instantly." Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's fun. Well, now that I know you're not actually okay, because your fascination with Kevin, your reaction makes sense now that I know you've owned dachshunds.
I've had a lot over the years. So we had one named Frankie. That was like he was a black wiener dog, and he was so chubby that he could sit on his hind legs and beg for food like this. He would just literally plop up on his butt and then just wait for food and be like, "Come on, dude, this is the freaking dopest trick I got right here."
Is it weird that I really don't want Kevin to get fat?
No, that's good because it's bad for their backs. It's really bad for their backs.
Yeah, and they don't look as cute. But yeah, that's bad for their backs. And because a neighbor of mine has a really fat one, and it just marches down the hall and like just like Jabba the Hutt. I'm like, oh God, that's the ugliest dog.
Then you'd have to get Kevin like a sleep apnea mask, and he's not as cute. He's got a little machine hooked up to your wall next to you. All your posts with him on Instagram are like, "I'm concerned about Krystyna's dog now. This isn't cute anymore. I think she's overfeeding him. This is not a good relationship."
Yeah, I'm nervous because I'm like, I don't want to underfeed him. I don't want to overfeed him. And then the vet told me he needs 250 calories a day, which is so cute because it's such a little amount.
Pretty freaking cute.
The dog food doesn't tell you how many calories is in it. So I'm like, I guess this much? I don't know. So you start eating the dog food.
I'm like, okay, well, I guess this you're testing it out on yourself. I just want to be a good mom to Kevin. So I'll chew your food for you.
Yeah, I have done that before.
Oh my goodness. How old is Kevin now?
He's 3 months.
3 months.
And he weighs 5 pounds. He's a mini, which I didn't realize until the vet told me. One of the dog that you saw a video of Footlong, the breeders told us that he was a mini, and then as soon as he started growing, we're like, this is not a mini wiener dog. Like he was he just kept getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, this is like a full on bratwurst. Like, what is going on with this? There's no way. One time my parents, they adopted their dog and they were told it was a boxer bulldog mix, and it grew up full-blown pit bull, like just the most obvious pit bull anyone's ever seen. Like they got it so young, the person could trick them and say that
can't tell whenever they're
the most
little,
pit bull dog I've ever seen.
Their faces are all mush and stuff. You're like, this is a pure breed right here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I hit you up right before this, which I don't text many people this before the podcast, but I saw in your short that you had a wig in there, and that sparked an idea because I do a segment on this show called Wig. Now, I was hoping that maybe You do one of my favorite segments that you do on your Instagram is called Fuckboy Friday. And I was hoping that maybe you could put on one of those wigs and I could put on one of my wigs and we maybe do a little back and forth of a hypothetical situation that maybe goes down in some people's DMs.
Yeah, I could actually send you a text message to read if you want.
Oh,
of a picture.
Yes, please.
I have an album. Okay, I'm at the ranch this weekend, so my service is limited. I'll talk to you Monday.
Cool. LOL. Have fun. GN, pretty lady. Good night. How are you, Kelsey? Evening, beautiful. What are you up to tonight? I'm just hiking with 100-pound weight for 5 hours.
Like I said on Friday, I was at the ranch where there's no Wi-Fi and cell service is limited. It is paradise, not being tethered to a phone.
LOL. I live next to the woods, so when I want to go, I just put my boots on and my snake chaps on an 80-pound vest and go to the woods where people can't get to or they risk getting snake bit. Where's your ranch?
The woods and the woodlands are different than 300 acres at peace and quiet where there are no neighbors making noise.
Oh, honey, there's plenty of snakes in the woods around Tomball and Woodlands Woods. I hunt them by knife. I should know. Cowboy hat, cowboy hat, cowboy hat. Spring Creek Nature Trail runs for 13 miles, and trust me, will the path look safe? I've been to parts of that swamp that will make your knees shake. But only with snake chaps on and boots, or you're out of your friggin' mind. And hold up, aren't you the one who's scared at night? And when did 300 acres become as wide as the African savanna? Excuse me, Sahara Desert is 300 acres. Question mark? Question mark? Come on, Miss Big Mouth, with the big balls. Little baby punk with no backbone. And quote that shit in the Bible because it's the truth. You're a pink and a coward, amen loser. Hey, you are so weak. One of the weakest people I've ever met. You have no spine. You have no nerve, no balls, nothing. You're a spineless worm who I will never respect. I think highly of or fear, even if you had everything in the world and I had nothing, I would never fear you because I know deep down inside you're a weak little girl putting up a front being strong. And that's the truth because I'm an alpha male, honey. I have fought and beat UFC fighters and you don't even know what it's like to spend 10 seconds in a ring with men like that because you would cry like a baby once they got near you. God bless you, limp dick worm. Kelsey, Kelsey, I'm sorry whomever sent you all those messages. It was not me. I think someone got into my account. So sorry for the inconvenience. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you showed your true colors last night. I'm not interested in someone with multiple personalities or someone who is a mean drunk. Bye now.
Okay, block me. With the big balls. Tell me something about being tough and about money. Because apparently you can talk trash, but you go in the woods at night and you need a wild army behind you, coward. Just because you think you're brave and country ain't mean shit. I will tell you and your whole family that to their face and they would back down. Because you know what, you ugly woman, you're a coward and you don't amount to anything in this world. What, you scared? You're going to go hide in a hole now and cry? Or are you going to say something? I'm waiting, you coward. Say something. Come on, tough girl. Come on, 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 come on. Little baby punk with no backbone.
And scene.
And scene. It was hard to read some of these because there were so many spelling errors like womam and when he referenced a hole, like he spelled it W-H-O-L-E.
W-H-O.
I was like, man, this guy is, this is pretty pathetic.
And it's funny because whenever I do the videos on my Instagram, the guys are the ones that get the biggest kick out of it, but they're also the ones that are like, those aren't real, right? And then all the girls are like, oh no, yeah, no, I feel like I've talked to that guy yesterday. Like it's bad. It's bad. These exist and it's running rampant.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's do an original. You and I.
Okay.
I'm hitting you up out of the blue in the DMs, and we'll just go from there.
Okay.
So, girl.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. You?
Not much. Just walk my dog. What are you up to?
Not much. You looking thick.
With a C or a CK?
CC, girl. My bad.
Thank God. Okay.
Bad spelling on that one.
Yeah, I figured that was an error.
Hey, you eat butt?
Yeah, but like only if I'm in love.
Oh, for real.
Do you eat butt?
Are you crazy? ...
Wait, what?
Of course I eat butt.
Oh, thank God. Well, that's exciting. Do you have to be in love to eat butt, or do you just like eat butt before you know who the butt belongs to?
I only eat butt after I know a girl and after she showers.
Well, then let's get to know each other.
Whoa. What? This is working? ...
Maybe. You'll have to see.
Wait a second. Is this a woman or a man?
No, it's a woman.
Pics or I don't believe.
I don't do that because last time I did, the guy posted them to Reddit.
Okay, maybe this is a chick.
Thanks for believing me. Hashtag believe women.
Hashtag I'm with her.
Hashtag me too.
Hashtag what?
Hashtag not my president.
Hashtag what are we doing right now?
Hey, let's talk about butts again.
Okay. Thumbs up.
Water emoji.
This goes down this rabbit hole of, wait, are you a chick? Yeah? Okay, then I guess we can go back to talking about butts and stuff.
Elementary, my dear one.
Elementary. That was awesome. I love the voice that you do for your interpretation of the fuck boy.
Thank you. Yeah, I Kevin likes it too because he always stares at me weird because I always do a bunch of takes. Because I'm like, I don't know if the guy's supposed to sound like this. But the guy's supposed to sound like this. The guy's supposed to sound like this. So, and I film this at 2 a.m. And so my super takes the trash out. He like lives across the hall from me. And he just hears me in my apartment every Thursday like, well, so you got a rather nice set of titties. You got a nice set of titties. You got a nice set of titties. It's like I'm just yelling into the camera in different voices.
Can I just say you've got nice ones?
What? How the fuck do you do that?
What? This is my speaking voice.
Wait. How?
What? Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh my God, I want this filter.
Oh, everybody wants this filter.
I'll let you fuck my dog if you tell me where you get the filter.
Give me your dog immediately.
I know you want to.
This is what the last person who refused their dog of me would have turned into.
I feel like my soul was touched inappropriately.
Oh, it definitely was. I reached into your soul, got dirty with it, did a little foreplay, and then I pulled out.
That's terrible. I have not, I was missing, I forgot what the touch of a man felt like, and now I don't even want to know. I'm fine. I'm good. Thank you for curing me of my, what was it called when women would go to gynecologists, male gynecologists, and they would just jerk them off? The doctor would jerk off the woman.
Oh.
Hysteria.
Hysteria?
Hysteria.
It's just
Female
called hysteria?
yeah.
Male hysteria?
Well, you're curing mine.
Oh, right. I mean, can you imagine if you went to a gynecologist and you walked in the door and he's like, "Hi, Krystyna, I'm your doctor for the day. I need you to hop into the stirrups."
It depends on what he looks like.
Okay, he looks like Ryan Gosling, but he sounds like this. What happens?
I put my headphones in and we go to town.
See, that's what I appreciate about you. That's a real response, but not a lot of women would actually just say that. But you shoot from the hip, and I like that. I like that a lot.
Thanks.
Anyway, I want to get into this next segment real quick. I'm going to try to be respectful of your time and wrap up this pod pretty soon. I know these Zoom interviews are a little more taxing, than the real thing. You know what I mean? I've done my fair share of these, and for whatever reason, even if I'm having a blast, as soon as I'm done with the remote interviews, I'm like, oh well, I accomplished something for the day. I don't know what it is about it.
I collapse in my couch every time. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. As soon as like, bye, thank you. Yeah, right away. All right. This segment is called Fanning Out.
Fanning out. Questions from fans.
This reminds me of your Fuckboy Friday. Shout out to Colton2185 on Instagram. He said, if COVID knocks out the entire male population besides me, what are my chances of taking you out to dinner?
Dinner? I'm not worried about dinner at that point.
Right? Everybody's dead,
I'm like,
Colton.
Yeah.
Everybody's dead.
My
What are you
brother,
talking
my father
about?
are dead.
I'm grieving
What,
family
dinner?
members right now, you idiot. What are you talking
Selfish
about?
prick.
Yeah, all you can think about is getting to me, getting to this.
It's a no for me, dog.
That's a no, dog. Hey, Colton. Hey, Colton2185. Big N-O to you. This is from Smoothin' to Cat. Learned any great tips for online dating profiles for guys and non-fuckboy approach techniques? They're wanting advice on how to not, the respectful way, maybe.
Don't have a picture of you holding a fish. Don't have a
Is that
picture
a
of you
common
in
thing?
sunglasses. Oh, Jeremiah. Yes.
I'm not.
serious?
I'm not in
Yes.
that world. I'm not.
That's
But I
true. I
mean,
guess so.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guys holding trout, like just a big salmon that they caught with a camo vest. I'm like, ugh, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And some guys, all of their photos, they have sunglasses on. So I'm like, what's the evil that you're trying to mask right now? So don't do that. And don't have pictures with you. This is like a dude thing to say. But if your friends are hotter than you, just put you in the photos because it's going to be real disappointing. A lot of times, guys will have like a group photo as the first one. And I'm like, it better be the hot one. And it's never the hot
Right.
one.
Yeah. You keep clicking to those next pics and you're like, no, what happened to that one over there?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that are way hotter than me, and I'm not putting them in my dating app profile pictures because that's rude. You know what I mean? You just have a gauge.
Yeah.
I would say that. And then I would say, in terms of an approach, Fuckboy Friday actually ruined dating apps for. I'm so over it. But so I haven't been on one in a while. But the ones that were really sweet were just asking me very specific questions that had to do with my profile.
Yeah.
So they were just asking. Like I had a picture of a '76 Trans Am. That I own, and that's in Pennsylvania, and I knew that would, I put that there on purpose because I knew what it would do, and a lot of guys ask me about that, but that's a good lead-in. I put that there. I put that picture there for a reason, and it worked because then we can start by talking about something specific.
Tim Allen is in my DMs for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Al Nazaro 55 on Twitter. Tell her to do Bridget, the girl who falsely accuses guys of rape. Absolutely hilarious voice if she remembers. Is this a character that you used to do?
No, is he falsely accused? Is this guy falsely accused of? No, I did not do a character who falsely accuses guys of rape, but it's kind of funny, but not really. I wouldn't do that as a character because I know guys have been falsely accused. That's fucked up. Who said that?
His name's Al Nazaro55 on Twitter. He said, "Tell her to do Bridget, the girl who falsely accuses guys of rape." He phrased it in a way that makes it sound like you've done this character before. It's so weird.
Al, stop accusing me of doing a character that's accusing you of raping me. I guess weird. That's so weird. No, I've never done that before. I've never done that as a character.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Spilling nonsense. What show did you really want to be on growing up? Was there like a Full House, a Family Matters, a Fresh Prince, any of those?
All that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
I love Amanda Bynes. Oh, God. Dear Amanda, that's me. I was obsessed with that sketch. Yeah.
I did a
greatest.
I fulfilled kind of a childhood fantasy. I did a comedy dance competition show where I faced against Kel Mitchell in the show. Yamanika and I were on a team, and we faced Carly Gibson and Kel Mitchell, and it was so much freaking fun. It was a good one.
That's amazing. Oh, that's good.
It was a good time.
And I interviewed Danny Tamborelli, who he was Pete with a little Pete, a Pete and Pete.
Yeah.
And he was in all that. He was in all that, right?
I think so, right? Was he in that?
I think he was.
Or is he just in one of the other adjacent shows?
Yeah, because him and Lori Beth Dimberg went on tour about the stuff. But that doesn't mean he was on all that. Whatever. I met him and I was like geeking out. Like meeting an actor that you watched in TV as a kid is like so gnarly. Oh.
It's so crazy. Just to be like, I did. My childhood was centered around you. I idolized you as a kid.
Yeah, it's so weird. And I'm staring at, like, I know Devin Rattray, who played Buzz on Home Alone, and every time he like DMs me, I get giddy because I'm like, you were Buzz, dude. And he's like, shut up.
Don't bring that up.
He's a good sport.
Right?
He's a good sport. Yeah.
Truly King John on Instagram. Do you remember when Chris DiStefano said, "Hey babe, can I get a blowjob"? Is that a real thing that he said to you? What was the setting for that? Because those History Hyenas guys get wild.
They do get wild. They're very wild. No, Chris DiStefano and I had sexual intercourse, and that was just like his opening line.
Wait, what?
That's one of the things he said to me, and I was like, "Oh man, sure."
I love how he calls everybody babe. It's like I love it. So, hey, babe.
Even during sex. And I feel comfortable talking about that because he brought it up on History Hyenas because Giannis was like, Chrissy D doesn't have any repeat customers, and we were wondering why that was. This was a while ago, and I was like, I kind of have a tip or like a suggestion if you want to hear it. And he's like, yeah, like don't go, hey babe, suck my dick, babe, you suck my dick. Like maybe don't say that. He's like, it makes sense.
Maybe like allude to it with like maybe like emotion or something, or like your knees itching, or wow.
Yeah, like I'm a woman. I know you want your dick sucked. It's not a mystery. Yeah.
It's pretty apparent. Yeah, you don't have to just vocalize it right out of the gate.
Babe, can I get a little help down there?
Ew, gross.
No, I'm just.
I don't know what
you mean. Just. I mean, I've got a penis. You've got a mouth.
Yeah.
I don't. If maybe the two could meet somewhere in the middle.
Do you want me to kiss it?
I mean, you could start there for sure. You could definitely start there. I'm totally cool with you just starting there, but I mean, how I live my life, I like to see where things go. Do you know what?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm getting at? Like if like the lady in the tramp
you want to
scene?
like with the spaghetti.
Yeah, with the spaghetti. Yeah. But like how they meet in the middle. And like, but then after that,
do you want me and you we kiss your dick at the same time from opposite ends?
I want my dick to be the noodle.
Bum bum ba-dum. No.
Bum bum ba-dum. All right, let's close it out with this
final segment. It's called Sax Talk. Sax Talk.
So this is my favorite sexual encounter to date, perhaps. It was a male, female three-way. I was the female. And one of the males was a very handsome man that will go unnamed. And then the other male was a very handsome porn star, male porn star. Huge dick. And we flew him to New York to meet us. And we got him a really nice hotel room. And we had a couple drinks downstairs at the bar. And then we went upstairs. And then we talked because we were all really nervous. So we talked for like 20 minutes. And then I was getting impatient. So I was like, just took my clothes off and ran over to the bed. I'm like, so are we doing this or what? And they were like, that's sexy. I didn't know that you were that sexy. Wow. And then we did it. And we all did it. I did it with one of them, and then I did it with the other one. And they were both there. 2 sets of man hands. Eiffel Tower. That was pretty good. Poor man's Jason Bateman. That one was really good. Oh, God, that was good. The jellyfish was my favorite move that we all did. Because we had enough limbs in the pot for all of us. Like, we had enough limbs to do the jellyfish. And then around 40, couple hours in, we wrapped up and we were exhausted and we ate in the bed. We ate French fries in bed. And I says to myself, I says, Krystyna, kid, you did it again. And then I walked home. And I did this. And a cat came out of the garbage cans and followed me back on the walk home. And I was like, cat, you trying to find a home? And the cat was like, nah, but you're just walking in a way that I know you did something fun tonight. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I did, cat.
That was awesome. That was great.
Thanks.
And
You're so playful. I love it.
I like the cat improv at the end too, where it's just like this cat. You heard the sax, you freaking felt it, you leaned into it, and you're like, made a friend with a cat. It's raining.
Yeah.
I saw a guy in the distance, a shadow. It called to me.
You took me places, Jeremiah.
I took you places. We teleported in time together. Krystyna Hutchinson, where can people find you on social media, or is there anything else you'd like to plug right now?
Yes. Instagram and Twitter is at Krystyna Hutch, Krystyna Hutch. And then my short film Dwell, there's a link to that in my Instagram bio. I have a podcast called Guys We Fucked, available exclusively on the Luminary app. And I have a podcast called The Voices in Our Head, available everywhere. And Kevin is going to miss you very much.
Oh, bye, Kevin. I'll miss you too. Man, this is so cool. I appreciate. Oh my goodness, I could just look at that
You're
little
his
guy.
creepy uncle.
I
You're
really
his
am.
creepy uncle.
I'm his creepy uncle who visits New York just a couple times a year. He's like, hey, can I see that nephew?
I'm gonna take him to the mall. I'm gonna take him to the mall.
I'm gonna take him to the mall. Maybe I'll, get him, something on the street like some halal or something. Is that all right with you?
Just let him sleep with me tonight.
It's cool if he stays over at my studio, right? It's okay.
As long as you have your nanny cam on the whole time.
I can't make any promises that it might have some technical difficulties during the middle of the night, but anywho, we got it. We got that voice. This is a great way to end it.
The blowjob noise.
The blowjob noise. That means the denied.
No.
Not happening. No. So, you're saying
It's not going to happen?
Absolutely not.
The face you make when she turns you down for a blowjob. All right. right.
confused and mad.
Yeah. All right, now I'm just holding you hostage with blowjob riffs. I love you so much, pal. Thank you so much for doing the show, and I hope you stay well. I'm so glad that you got Kevin in your life now. That's so cool.
Yay! You too. I'll talk to you soon, Jeremiah. Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.